officer. You have 5 seconds to leave the premises. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hi guys, so a couple of years ago we stumbled over these amazing artworks by Jakub Rojałski that showed mechs and strange machines in early 20th century rural landscapes. We actually thought that was about the coolest thing we'd ever seen and that it would be the perfect setting for the RTS we'd always dreamed about. The chances of this dream coming true were pretty slim, but here we are. This is Iron Harvest, a classic real-time strategy game set in the alternate reality of 1920+. It's an RTS where the outcome of a battle is determined more by strategy and tactics rather than clicks per second or the size of your unit blob. A game with base building, a cover system and destructible environments. A game where strong single-player campaigns are more important than DLC and long-term monetization opportunities. So we talked to many RTS fans and we conducted a survey with over 15,000 participants and listened to our community to find out what you guys actually want from a modern RTS. We combined your feedback with our own ideas and came up with a gameplay that gives you enough time to explore all your options, come up with a plan, execute this plan and adjust it on the fly if necessary. Tactical depth combined with player freedom. That is basically what the Iron Harvest gameplay is all about. But we also felt that there was something else missing in many RTS games, and you guys agreed with us in the survey. It's time for another really great RTS campaign. We've been hard at work with Jakub to evolve the world of 1920+ and to develop new units and heroes for Iron Harvest. We came up with an epic story and 3 overarching campaigns, one for each playable faction in the game. So first, we want a strong focus on great campaigns, including state-of-the-art in-game cinematics. We also want to add a co-op mode and competitive multiplayer modes. We need skirmish and challenge maps for single player, and most importantly, we need the time to do the job right. In return for your help, you'll not only get a better game, you'll also get it at a discount during the Kickstarter campaign. You'll also have the opportunity to buy special editions of the game, and depending on your pledge, you'll be able to play alpha and beta versions of the game far in advance of everybody else. This is the most exciting project we've ever worked on, and the response has been unbelievable. We hope you're as excited about Iron Harvest as we are, so please support our Kickstarter and tell your friends about it. Thank you.
Oh my goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet with the midnight dew. I've been down on my bended knees, talking to the man from Galilee. He spoke to me in a voice so sweet, I thought I heard a shuffle of angels' feet. He called my name and my man, go do my will. Go tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him the God's gonna cut him down. Tell him the God's gonna cut him down. You can run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Later gotta cut you down. You can throw your rock and hide your hand, working in the dark against your fellow man. But sure as God made white and white, to the light. You can run on for a long time. Run on for a long time.
Mama raised me a hustler, turn people to customers. Ain't no love in these streets, your best friend don't trust you. Keep your enemies close, only when you're provoked. Clap back, all facts, kill them dreams and hopes. I'm a savage, I see it, I gotta have it. Teach these young boys the difference in lettuce and cabbage. But young boys don't learn till they finally get burned. Easy come, easy go till that butter is churned. So boy, get out your feeling, stack cake to the ceiling. If you play your cards right, when you're 40 you chillin'. Learn to swallow your pride before them crews collide. It's bad business, put all them petty beefs to the side. Keep your mind on the paper and your hand to the grind. Play chess, not checkers, and keep your eyes wide. I know the haters is out, the jealousy's in the air. Means you're doing something right and your hustle is real. I do this thing for my hitters, yeah, we all that we have. Cradle to the grave, homie, I would give you my last. Let's win, our time, nothing easy, let's grind. My squad goes, we go hard, no sleep until the top, baby. Grind hard to the day we die, to the day we die. You here with me, and go hard, can't sleep until the top, baby. Born hustler to the day that I die.
Making a demo is always a challenge, we know that by now. Our goal is to show as much diversity as possible, diversity of our gameplay features and cultural aspects as well. For these purposes, and also to introduce and explain our mechanics, we are creating a completely new quest line. So let's jump back to November when our work began. Our narration team comes up with a story of a missing person.
Depends on the kind of job that you're offering.
My husband, Harry Evans, has disappeared.
It ties together our gameplay features as well as that Lovecraftian lore. At the same time, our concept artists and level modelers start working on the gameplay area. The quest is designed to take the player across different city districts: Rich, Poor, the Harbor Zone and the others. At first, the plan was to put together a small separate map just for GDC, but we quickly realized we didn't want to make something we would never use in the future. So we agreed that the quest should take place in the actual city. The problem is our full map is far from finished. It already has streets and buildings, but is lacking those small details that make a city feel alive. To negate that, we decided to border off the gameplay area and spice it up a little. Add points of interest, vehicles, landmarks, and of course our monoliths. So now we have a more or less finished and polished part of the map that we can use in our final product. Things are going smoothly. Obviously, different bugs and glitches keep popping up like crazy. Sometimes the hero wears two hats, sometimes a floating object stop being floaty, and don't get me started on strange collisions. But we always manage to fix them in no time. However, there is one big problem that we have struggled to sort out for months: lighting. In our previous demo we used static light maps and baked them into the textures. That was a difficult and resource-draining process, so in our game we eventually decided to switch to dynamic lighting. It works great, yet we still cannot pinpoint the right tone and colors that we want to use in the sinking city. There is a whole lot of work being done in the meantime. Our animation specialists are working on making those characters and objects move realistically. The localization team is searching for the right actors to voice our characters. The sound designers and the combat unit are busy as well. After several months of work, the demo is ready. All that's left to do is spend countless and countless hours creating and practicing the presentation. We know the importance of the first impressions. They can be make it or break it kind of deal. We might find thousands of new fans or go completely unnoticed. And it's really tempting to fall in the trap of overpromise just to gain short-term attention. But there is nothing worse than being disappointed when the game comes out and feel like being lied to. So we decided to make a demo that is true to the game as possible. And now we want to see what will be the people's reaction.
Looks like everyone's gone. What was the name of this place again? Every town is like this now. Everything has gone to crap. Swarm coming! Everybody stay focused! Don't let us down now! We gotta pull together! Barricade ready!
Get it together! Here they come!
Guys! There's a printer here!
Printing complete.
I was not put on this earth to die like a dog. Let's show these things whose planet this is!
Scavengers is a survival shooter co-opetition where teams of players compete while engaging in PvE combat. It takes place in a not-so-distant future in a winterized world where a cataclysmic event has led to this sort of new ice age, and then you have this mysterious disease that's been spreading through the world, infecting all life across the planet.
The challenge that we have as an art team is to define that intersection of beauty and dystopia. And we're trying to have a lot of down moments in the game. We're pacing it like a thriller.
We also have AI in an open big world that we have to fight and work together as a team to overcome. So it's a mix between PvP and PvE.
To be able to merge these two types of conflict and have them remain in balance with one another is probably our biggest challenge, but it's also the thing that gets me most stoked about the game. We're trying to present a large, rich, open world environment. This is something that we tried to tackle with Warzone and Halo 5, and that mode was really popular and very successful in terms of what it achieved, but we had a lot of limitations that we had to deal with. And so for us with Scavengers, it's really important that we're leveraging a platform called Spatial OS. And what Spatial does is rather than having to deal with the limitations of a single server within which you're having to simulate everything that's taking place within a game session, you're actually able to divide up that game world.
So basically you get smarter AI and you can use the environment as a more dynamic playground.
What Spatial really gives us the opportunity to do is be able to ultimately push a lot more richness into the world than we were ever capable of doing before.
There's a word that we use a lot here is that we call togetherness. And I think that is going to permeate through the company and with our titles, where we want to make sure players play together and build relationships in the games.
We believe in the idea that community takes adversity. That's our purpose at Midwinter, is to create that feeling of togetherness and put that into the world, and that's what we're here to do.
Not to get crazy, philosophical, but I think like in an age where digital technology has the ability to sort of pull us all apart and polarize us and segment us, I think games have the ability to bring us together and bind us, and that's really powerful.
take a knee and reload.
Cool. Anyone who'd like to join at the double quick. Stay on my ass. Forward.
Let's pull it in, boys. Pull it in.
Pull it in a bit. Pull it in a bit.
Zone in at the cannon, says it's friendlies.
Stay crouched. Solid.
There they go. Get on the fence, boys.
Am I really doing this? Moving so far away from civilization to be the man who will turn the tide of war when everything else fails. Millions of lives are at stake. And I have to save them, finish my work, break the code before it breaks me. Time is not on my side. Determination means everything now. For too long I've been misled, but the answer was there, right in front of me.
Now, about part 2 of our field trip.
We're gonna need help.
Lots.
Hey y'all, this is Matt Destermath Pettit, producer of Defiance. For those who haven't played before, Defiance is a massive multiplayer online shooter set in a sci-fi world. One of the greatest things about Defiance is the cooperative, massive dynamic events that you can participate in with hundreds of players. But I'm here today to talk about the exciting new future of Defiance. This new era is a complete reimagining of the game. It is the definitive Defiance experience that you've been waiting for. We call this experience Defiance 2050. Cue the logo. I am very excited to finally announce that Defiance 2050 will be available on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, which is going to really allow us to push the envelope on what is possible with a massive multiplayer experience. Defiance 2050 is also being built from the ground up as a complete free-to-play experience. The online shooter genre is constantly evolving, and we have to keep up with these innovations. There's going to be a lot of innovative changes that are coming to key systems like itemization. We're also going to be introducing a brand new class system. Over the coming weeks, we're going to have some amazing videos and forum posts that are going to detail all of the new systems that we're really excited to show you. It is vital for us to get you all involved in this process. Go to defiance2050.com where you can sign up for our beta, which is coming very soon. See you all in the new frontier. Happy arc hunting.
It comes every night without fail. There are different people every time.
Let's get this done quickly. Get whatever the warden
want and get home.
But I recognize them somehow.
What the hell is this place?
They're screaming at me. I don't hear them, but I know they're screaming.
You got anything?
Such hate and anger.
I hope you bastards are looking up once in a while. Those fuckers might be anywhere.
I don't know what I have done to them.
This place is so damn dark. Sleepers.
They want me to feel what they feel.
This is good, man. This is good stuff. It'll trade.
Everything trades.
Oh, fuck. To be honest, any second, keep your eyes on that door. Ah, shit, there's fucking loads of them.
Then I wake up. I'm not sweating or screaming. I'm perfectly calm. I just open my eyes and I'm awake. And it's not a nightmare. It's just part of me, who I am. I don't fight it. I just live around it.
What the hell?